Good morning. Buckle up for the best answers to the question you've always been asking yourself, maybe. What was the moment where you thought, I'm getting old? When I was older than my doctor. My grandmom described her doctor being lovely young man. My aunt told us he was actually in his mid-60s. Very few people in their 40s have living grandparents. Though that will change over the next few decades as American lifespans are increasing by 1 year every 3 to 5 years. I thought life expectancy was starting to go down. Where does the 1 years every 3 to 5 come from? I had a dream the other day about being in high school again, then I woke up and realized I was 28. Then it dawned on me that I'm actually 38. Same. These last 10 years might as well have been a year. Same. Life seems to keep accelerating and it sucks. Pro-life rip for slowing down time. Jump on a bike at 6 a.m. with an empty stomach and grind up a hill for 20 minutes, that will feel like a decade. When I couldn't sleep without hurting something on me. Currently stuck awake because I hurt my shoulder sleeping. Sleep on the floor for a few days. I used to have lower back pain regularly and started getting knee pains. I started squatting and sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and haven't had issues with either for a decade. My wife and I went to a party, we brought guacamole. We left the party and forgot the bowl. My wife and I talked the next 2 days about how we need the bowl back, and when we finally coordinated with the other couple and got our bowl back, we were extremely happy. This was me when I left my blue and white pie dish at my aunt's house after Thanksgiving. My mom had to bring it to me a few days later. The whole time, my husband was on the side of, if you care that much about a pie plate, you probably should leave it at home so it doesn't get lost. I, on the other hand, felt that since it was a lovely pie plate, it should be used and shown off. It's the adult version of having a favorite toy that you want everyone to see, but also don't want to lose. 1 year I didn't get any socks for Christmas and was disappointed. Oh no, is this a warning sign? My affinity for socks, underwear, and nice sweaters is increasing every year. I'm afraid it's already too late. You have my condolences. Not one moment. But anytime I hear a song I grew up with played on a oldies or classic station, in my mind bands like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, Kiss, etc. will always be classic rock. It's been a rude awakening since my local classic rock station has started playing Nirvana, Green Day, The Offspring, and Smashing Pumpkins. I feel like the music I listened to growing up was fresh and groundbreaking just a couple of years ago. When I heard Green Day on a classic rock station, I was like, wait. What? Lol. When the new person I was training at work told me she was born in 2002. Where were you on 9/11? Not born yet, fuck. Yeah, I had that chat with a coworker when we were talking about the Iraq War. I mentioned that I attended the anti-war protests, and they told me they were less than a year old at the time. Someone asked me for sauce the other day and I had to Urban Dictionary. At least you knew enough to do that. Urban Dictionary has been around for a long time. I used it in college back in 2003. I unhinged the large dusty tome to finger through endless, laughably unguessable street definitions. When everything started hurting all the time. Get up from sitting down, back pain. Getting up in the morning, full body pain. Do any type of exercise, excruciating pain for multiple days. Started taking ibuprofen like motherfrickin' tic tacos. Upvote for tic tacos. Damn autocorrect, I'm leaving it, haha. I was telling the story of how I broke my back in a car accident. Someone asked why the airbags didn't go off or I didn't just use my cell to call for help. Both of those things were new when I was old enough to drive. I told a story of 2 of my classmates fighting over a calculator. Programmable calculators were expensive in those days, and my point of the story was different, but all they got was over stupid calculators. The T-series calculators were so expensive. When you bring up events, actors, music or shows that everyone knows about, and discover that no one knows what you are talking about. Or reading about current celebrities and having no clue who any of them are or what they fell in. I have no idea what's happening in music right now. And I don't mean that in a long generation, back in my day. Kind of way. I mean that I literally have no idea what is happening. I used to be so plugged in. I knew all the coolest bands and went to all the best shows. I was giving recommendations to people, I was making mix CDs, it was my dream job to be a music supervisor for TV. Now, I don't know anything anymore. I try, but it's overwhelming. Yeah, this did it for me. It was not only being out of touch with current music, but not caring how out of touch I was. Anyway, the classic rock radio plays Linkin Park. When my students told me they had never seen The Matrix, but they thought they maybe recognized a meme from it. Well, that's just bad parenting. Saddest moments though are when you use a cultural reference from a movie that at one point was amazingly popular, but now very few people younger than 30-something understand. Like, if one say, "Can you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis?" And the next line in your head isn't "not right now," or I reference Real Ultimate Power and you don't immediately think of ninjas flipping out and killing people all the time, it makes me sad. I saw a very attractive girl in her late teens/early 20s shopping with her mom and thought, wow, that is one smoking hot mom. For me it was when MILF porn started looking like just porn. Exactly. The other day I was thinking about how MILFs just get younger and younger. I was driving and saw a very attractive younger guy running shirtless on the sidewalk. My immediate thought was, OMG dude. I hope you wore enough sunscreen today. Similar, but I saw a guy in the parking lot of the grocery store and thought, damn, he was 55 at least and all gray. Went back to my university town for a wedding. Group of friends went to the club we all used to go, left in shock 5 minutes later because everyone there looked about 12 years old. Ended up going to the oldies pub instead. A group of freems and I didn't hat last summer. Walked into the bar we went to in college 30 years earlier, lasted about 10 minutes before somebody mentioned the weird old guy that used to come in the bar back then, realized we had become the weird old guy. When you realize that almost every actor and actress on TV commercials is younger than you. Hey, we've still got the consumer cellular and AARP commercials. And also the male enhancement product commercials. I mean, who couldn't relate to good-looking people in their 50s holding hands in his and hers bathtubs in the forest? What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.